Hello, Floss 2. Welcome to um, Stitching Memories. This is MJ. I am going to attempt to do a version of Flossmas this year. Forgive the look. Many of you know I've been having a lot of medical stuff going on this year, and I think this is going to be a way to encourage me to get some content on this channel here for the end of the year. I have basically been away from my primary residence since June, and so my stitching has been hit or miss. Therefore, I really haven't felt like I had enough content to do cross-stitch videos. So I figured that maybe Flossmas, designed to be a little shorter videos, would be better. So this is Flossmas number 1, Floss 2 Vinci Nose. So I'm going to just basically go over the projects that I'm planning on setting some goals for. Always subject to change, always subject to add things in. But this is kind of where I'm starting at. I'm also super excited. I'm going to restart WIPGO this year. And planning a whole bunch of new starts as well. And there's kind of a method to the madness, and a great friend. I'm kind of copying her, so I'm not going to go into it all right now. But basically, there are 8 projects for December that I'm going to work on. And if I was doing WIPGO this year, these are the ones that would have been called. So basically what I've done is divided my WIPs up into a certain number of boards. And so however many of them are called. Now, some of my WIPs that are going to be called I no longer have because I've lost a lot of both my WIP projects, my completed projects, my kitted projects, and my patterns. So if it lands on one that I no longer have, then I'll do a new start. And it'll either be a restart of that project if I have access to the pattern, or it'll be a new start of something else. So that's basically how that's going to kind of work. So for December, right now, I have the following projects, and I'm going to have to look here on my notes. I'm going to have the Black and White Forest, which is a full coverage from Artisy. It's a gorgeous project, and I think I do still have it. And then I have a new start. So I have a piece of fabric that I'm currently working on, Snowflake Express. And I'll show you what Snowflake Express looks like. And it looks like this. It's hard to see the snowman. I'm going to have to back stitch around him. But on the bottom of that fabric, I had started something, and I have very little. I don't even know what the pattern was, but that was called. So I'll have a new start there. And I'm sitting here tonight trying to figure out what that's going to be. So stick around. Hopefully the next Flossmas I'll have that figured out. And then I have the Wicked Mystery Sow. So this was a stitch along last year that ended up being the word wicked. So something wicked this way comes. And I started the stitch along on time, but my fabric was wrong. I didn't measure right. I started in the wrong spot. So I've ripped all that out. And so even though that was a WIP that was called, it as well is going to be a restart of the same pattern. I do have to get the fabric figured out for that. So then I need to work on that this month. So far the 3, I don't get to work on any of them. Starting tomorrow, which is when this goes up, will technically be December 1st. I know it's December 1st on the other hemisphere. Spooky Scissor Fob is a pattern from Shepherd's Bush, and I do have that one. So perhaps I can work on that one tomorrow. And then a Mickey tree. So this is a Christmas tree in the shape of a Christmas tree with the ornaments being like Mickey ears. I don't have a copy of a picture of it. It's from an Etsy shop, and I believe that the pattern is the only picture. I don't think there's a sample picture. And then Nightmare Before Christmas Sal. So this is a stitch along that was done, I believe, by Story Stitches. I may have to correct that. The top of it was a border of like the city that was featured in the movie Nightmare Before Christmas, and then each block below that were squares, and they were the different characters. So I have stopped on it multiple times because I keep re-questioning the way I want to do it. I don't think I'm going to do every square, but what I need to do is at least finish the topper. So my goal is to try to get the topper finished, which is all basically silhouette in black, and then get the face of Oogie Boogie in the moon. And if I get that far in 2024, here in 2025, then I will yes, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I did just get out of the hospital last week, and I spent a lot of time laying down, so I'm just trying to kind of get everything out. But I feel fine, feel great, and I'm sorry that I'm coughing. I thought I had it all under control before I got on camera. And then Black Panther is another full coverage. It was charted by Tilton Crafts. I do not remember the artist, so that's something I'll have to update on the next floss tube. And then an additional new star. So really the only one I'm going to be able to work on starting tomorrow is going to be the Spooky Scissor Fob. And then, so those are my, if I was doing WhipGo, those would have been my WhipGo focuses. But there's some couple other things I'm working on. Happy Meowie Christmas. So it's a very cute kitten with his hat and scarf, and he's holding the bell, and it's got the little footprints and the snowflakes. So thank you for subscribing. Welcome. So I'm working on that. I just started it yesterday, so I don't have very much on it done. And then I'm working on Joy, which is, it looks like this. It's from Dandelion Stitchery, which is a shop on Etsy. And I do have a picture of how far I am on it. So I just really have to finish the main part of the letter Y and all the snowflakes. And then I want to fully finish this one, like today, today and tomorrow. And then I would like to focus on Snowflake Express and get it done, hopefully in the next week to 2 weeks, and definitely have it done well before Christmas. And then Happy Meowie Christmas as much as I can get done. So those are kind of like my 3 focus pieces for the month. And then I have a 4th focus piece, which is something bigger that I can use in some of the challenge groups where I need to have more stitches. And that is going to be the Spooky Totem, which is 3 pumpkins stacked on top of each other with a hat and then some candy at the bottom. So I'll get pictures of that as well. But just a quick video to kind of say I'm going to try my first Flossmas. Hang in there and join me. I don't have editing functions yet, still, after all these years. I'm going to figure them out. I've changed phones. I still can't get editing to work. So I figured since it's live and I can't edit, you all will basically have it as is. But I wanted to say, I hope that you're going into this last month of the year and that things are going well with you, and that yeah, just whatever holidays you celebrate. There's a number of ones I celebrate this time of year. So I'm going to hopefully add a little bit of how I would like to celebrate them this year. I know that there's going to be some more medical appointments in here, so that's going to put a damper on some of the ways I normally would celebrate. But it is what it is, and I'm doing much better. And the medical appointments are necessary, and they're all to make me better. So I'm all for it. And I just want to say happy Flossmas, and thank you for joining me today. And I hope that you all have a great day and enjoy stitching your warm memories. Bye for now.